it arrived. If you watched my video last week, I made a little iPod video and I was reminiscing about this weird iPod speaker that I had growing up. It was supposed to arrive then, but it arrived today. I'm gonna open this. I can see it in there. Oh my gosh. Here it is, the ihome2go in silver in all of its beautiful packaging. I saw a blue one on eBay the other day and the packaging was a slightly different, like this, the actual thing was on top and the entire packaging was so yellow. I kind of wish I got it in blue. However, silver matches my goat pod. The color tunes. But you can tell that this has just been sitting around for so long. It's coming apart so fast. I am very excited regardless. I'm kind of tempted to just peel it from here. That darn pocket. This plug right here is what broke my Nano as a kid. AA batteries required. Interesting. I don't think I have AA's. This would be unfortunate if I don't have AA batteries. Oh well. Let me just... Well, that did nothing. Can I just rip it from this point? I don't think this is going anywhere. To the scissors I go, or to the knife I go. Oh. In hindsight, that was not wise. iHome. You know, some of these models say ihome2go on top, and I swear I thought it just said iHome, so this validates everything. Oh, those mushy ass buttons. I used to like sink my nails into these when I was a kid. A little beaten up from being stuck in there for so long, and also my foolishness, but it has that very... not plasticky smell. What am I trying to think of? It's like this fabric. It has a certain smell, but I don't know how to describe it. What comes with this actually? Let's see. All of that plastic, all of that unused beautiful plastic, and the manual, which is in even more beautiful plastic. The ihome2go. Oh, more paper. The ihome2go portable system for your iPod. Adapter to charge your iPod and conserve batteries. For only $21.99, we'll send you a custom AC adapter that lets you charge your iPod. Why was that not just included? I'm sorry. You had to buy a separate adapter for this. You had to contact them. You had to call them. That is that's absolute madness. This unit will not control or charge a 3G iPod. Interesting. What? 4 AA batteries. I thought this said 2. It does say 4. Adapter optional. I can't believe that exists. Wait, hold on. Maybe I have a plug for this. I do have that actually. Oh god. Oh, it came with an aux cable. Beautiful. And the iPod goes right in here, and it does have a little slot for the Nano. This is bringing back memories. The Nano will just slide in and sit right there. But if you had a bigger iPod, you could plop that out, throw your beast in there. Well, mine has a case on it, so it's a little iffy. And then you can just plug that in right there. Now, I'm gonna be extremely careful with this so I don't get bad memories. All right, so after testing a few of these little cables, I found one that worked, though it's blinking, which could indicate that it's charging. I'm not too sure. Goddamn. I do have 4 batteries. I've scavenged some batteries. Do not mix and match batteries. This may not be a good idea if these even work. I don't think it has power.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tyler, the Creator. It sounds good. I didn't think it would. I thought maybe my memory failed me or something. That sounds pretty damn good. Hold on. Let's use my actual main iPod for this. Oh, I locked it. What song won't get me killed right now? This might get me, but let's try a song from The World Ends With You. Let's do Hybrid. Let me just plug that in there. Oh, does it not work with the case? It does not. Okay. Looks like the Nano is coming in handy. I locked it again. Let's try not to break it. And that can slide on right in there. And so now you should be, oh my gosh, if it can stay in there, you should be able You can close the top, hold it like a little bag if you want. Beautiful. I'm pleasantly surprised. I did not think that this thing sounded as good as it does. I was totally convinced that it was like a childhood memory thing where I was like, oh, well, I remember it sounding good because I was like 5. But this, I'm actually pretty happy with this. I'm pleasantly surprised with this little thing. I don't know how much I like this wonky little strap though. But I mean, shit, I guess it works. Skadoosh. Oh. I think the most terrifying thing about this is just wiggling that out of there and hoping you don't break anything. I think iHomes are just a really interesting thing, right? Because last week I showed you the cube, one second, this thing. I feel iHomes just really varied in quality depending on what kind of iHome you got, I feel. Or maybe my cube just aged really poorly because this is brand new, but this sounds nowhere near as good as this does. This is a lot more clear, which really shocks me. It's also painfully yellowed, but it still works. I am very glad that this still worked. I will definitely be using this. Oh, even though I'm very clumsy today for some reason. It is a really nice detail that they added this little foam insert depending on the iPod you had. That is very, very nice. And even though it is such a weird way to carry and bring your iPod around, I think the speaker part of it is really nice. It's a little weird that they do market it as like a carrying case plus speaker when, let's be real, you'll only be using this as a speaker. But the option is still there, and that is very good. I'm very glad I was able to find batteries for this. Quick update on this thing. It has been a few days since I have gotten this. Here it is outside, probably where you're supposed to be using this thing. And I wanted to give you a quick little update because I just think this thing is cool. So these are my main iPods, right? This is the one I've been using a lot lately. I got this cool little case for it, and I kind of I thought I wasn't gonna like this little gradient at first, but I ended up really liking it, so we're keeping this. In my last video, I did have this iPod, and it was like a day old, and now it's been like a week, and I've been using this thing like crazy. I put this thing in my car the other day, like, hold on, right? I have a pretty brand new car. I have like a 2021 car, right? It's a Toyota and I love it. This entire time since I got it, I thought that the speakers were like kind of mid, and I was like, like I don't really want to update the speakers, you know, like, that'll be annoying. I plug in this beauty and I put on a song, and suddenly my speakers sound like heaven. My speakers sounded heavenly plugging in my iPod to a 2021 car. No one's gonna do that. And so I don't know, it's just like, you know, it got me thinking like streaming is cool, streaming music is really cool and all, you know, it's convenient and stuff. Like I am literally this close to canceling my Spotify and Apple Music subscriptions, but that's how I discovered music, you know? However, I have been like loading a bunch of songs on here. I'll admit I do buy songs on iTunes still. I don't care. I think it's fun. But yeah, I just wanted to share that I've been absolutely loving this iPod. But anyway, what I did want to show you how this speaker has been. I've been really liking it so far. I'm not used to being outside. This is unusual for me. I'm literally on the balcony now. Because I got a case for this Nano, I can slide it in here and it's still like a little tight like it is on the other one, but it's, you know, it stays in there a lot nicer if you squeeze it in there. Let me select a song first, actually. Plug that in there. The case does work with this plug, which is very, very nice, unlike the other one. I feel like a lot of people who had these had iPod Nanos though, so that like the case was never a problem. But yeah, there's that. Let's get some cute shots of this while we're outside. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you. Bye. If you haven't seen my iPod video already, go ahead and check that out because I will show you all of my iPods. I guess I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!